Good morning to you, or good afternoon, whenever you're doing this. I'm actually doing this at 4:27 in the afternoon on Sunday, Easter Sunday. Crazy thing, when I went to look in my teacher's book to figure out what I was going to do this week with you guys, I noticed my teacher's book, for whatever reason, is totally missing this section. It goes from page 160 to page 177. I have no idea where 161 to 176 is. So we'll see what the teacher really knows for the next 16 pages. I think we'll be all right. It's just pronouns. And if I'm wrong, you can tell me. I can take it. Anyway, so we're going to talk about pronouns. Remember, pronouns take the place of nouns. I will not read all this because this is pretty old stuff for you. And because we said Jezebel at the beginning of the sentence, we don't have to say Jezebel again. It sounds a little redundant. We could just say she. Jezebel vowed that she would capture Elijah. Also, as long as you use the person's name or what they are at least once in the sentence, you can use himself. And there's he also, and they use him. They use it quite a few pronouns in here. But Elijah could not save himself. He trusted God to help him. You just want to make sure, the trick with pronouns is to make sure, I know when you guys write papers for me, sometimes I'll say like, who is this? Because you might be using he, she, or it an awful lot. And I don't even, at that point, it becomes a little bit foggy about exactly who you're talking about. Antecedent is a very fancy word, but all that means is the noun that the pronoun is standing for. So back up to the sentence with Jezebel and she is the pronoun and Jezebel is the antecedent. In this next sentence, himself, he, and him are all pronouns, and Elijah would be the antecedent. Okay? We have what we call personal pronouns. There's different kinds of pronouns that we're going to learn about. The personal pronouns are the ones that you often think of as being pronouns. There's I, me, my, mine, we, us, our. You're going to learn later that these are called the nominative case pronouns. These are the ones we can use as the subject of the sentence. Also, we have the person spoken to, you, your, and yours. And then there is the ones that are spoken about. These would be the objective case ones. They can be the direct objects. They can be the indirect objects. They can be objects of the prepositions. It's he, him, his, her. Remember, they were up on the board at school to help you remember those. So I will help you find him, right? So I is the subject, but you're helping someone. You're helping you would be the direct object. I will help you find him. And that would be, I think that might be another direct object for find. But anyway, we don't have to worry about that right now. All you know is that these are pronouns. Would be these pronouns spoken about, and I is the person speaking. All right? All pronouns, though. In the following lines from his poem, Sea Fever, the poet John Masefield uses pronouns as substitute for his name and the ship. Can you find the pronouns? I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and sky, and all I ask is a tall ship and a star to steer her by. So I see I, right? I, her, referring to the ship. I think that's all. Oh, I. This is I. Okay, all right. Did I say that I and it just didn't work? Okay. In your writing, do not use a personal pronoun unless it has an obvious antecedent. That's what I was talking about a second ago. If the person reading, don't assume the person reading knows who you're talking about. because what's going through your head is not what's going through your reader's head. And so you always want to make sure, if you're using pronouns, that your reader knows who you're talking about. So either that same sentence or a sentence preceding or very close by before it should have named exactly what you're talking about. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, I almost turned my teacher book. Like that would do me any good. Okay, so in 162, it says on page 162, think A. It says to underline each personal pronoun in the following sentence and draw an arrow to the antecedent of the pronoun. All right, Ryan, mother said that she was proud of you, praised Dad. Okay, so that was a direct address. Ryan, mother said that she was proud of you, praised Dad. All right, so Gabe, what's the pronoun in that sentence? Good, there's actually two. Good catch. I think oh no, we have to underline them. I better follow the directions. She and you. All right, and what is the antecedent for she? Yep, mother. And what's the antecedent for you? Good, Ryden. All right, Ethan cannot wear the new shoes. They are much too small for him. That's two complete thoughts, isn't it? Notice they've connected them with a semicolon. Just remember that. So that makes it a correct compound sentence. All right, April, what are the pronouns? Good. There's they. Oh, keep wanting to circle. And him. All right, they's talking about what? Good, shoes. And him? Ethan. The mongoose is much fiercer than it looks. Gabe, what's the pronoun? Good. It. What's it in this sentence? The mongoose. Kyle can pronounce the word, but he cannot spell it correctly. Notice again, just so you get these in your head. This is a complete thought, right? This is a complete thought. We are connecting with a comma and a but. That is correctly connected. So this is a correct compound sentence, which they wouldn't give you a bad one. I just want you to notice it. All right, so April, what's the pronoun in this one? He and it. All right, so who's he? Kyle, good. And what's it? The word. I'm going down to the next sentence. JJ replied, I went to the store, but it was closed. I'll erase all this so you're not in your way. All right, so Gabe, what is the pronoun in number 5? Perfect. Good. All right, who's I? JJ. And what's it? The store. Good. So all these sentences had proper antecedents. All right. Let's go down to Think B. I might have you do this on your own. It says, in this selection from Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame, Mr. Toad shows his skills with many kinds of pronouns. He also shows his exalted opinion of himself. Underline, notice they tell you how many, 24 personal pronouns which are used. Other types of pronouns, which you will be studying later, have been underlined for you. So do you see the underlining? So these are different pronouns that we're going to talk about later. They want to confuse you and think you should make you think you should have to underline them. So you're going to have 24 personal pronouns. Ho ho, I. There's the first one. Am the toad, the hamster, most popular, successful toad. He. So you just go through and find all the personal pronouns. They're listed back for you on the previous page. So if you're not sure if it's one, you can look back at that list they have for you. Okay? So there's 24 of them. That helps tremendously. All right? You want to find prepositional phrases for me? Give you extra credit. All right. See you later. Bye.